What's up everybody, Justin Hawkins here with Triple H Exotics, and we are about to feed most of our venomous snakes. Let's get right into it. Warning, never attempt to recreate or reenact anything you see us do here at Triple H Exotics. Everything you see here was performed either by professionals or under the supervision of professionals. Thank you for your support. Alright guys, so we are going to start off by feeding the baby Malaysian king cobra. Let's see if he will eat on camera yet. It's kind of dark in there. I just moved his enclosure so I don't have his light set up in here yet. And there he goes. Took it perfectly right on camera. Check him out. King Ezekiel, our baby full-blooded Malaysian king cobra. And he's got that extended and modified trachea so he can breathe while he swallows that snake down. A lot of people wonder how they're able to swallow a big long snake like that and still be able to breathe. Alright guys, let's jump into feeding these rodents hot and heavy. We're going to start with the West African Gaboon vipers. We're going to feed my two females first. And watch how explosive these girls are. And bam! Just like that. Lightning fast. These are definitely in the top 3 fastest striking snakes in the world. They also have the longest fangs in the world and the largest venom yield in the world. Look at the size of their heads. That's because right here, that is where their venom glands sit. There's enough venom in those venom glands on an adult Gaboon viper to kill a bull elephant. And of course they have those fangs that get up to 2 inches long. And imagine them fangs just sinking into you right like that. As powerful as they are, just pumping that venom right into their prey. Let's move over and feed the other female. Alright guys, so this is my other female West African Gaboon viper, and she is a little more camera shy. Sometimes she will eat on camera and sometimes we just gotta lay it here. So, let's see what today brings us. Alright guys, we're just gonna sit this here and she will get to it. And she's already got that one most of the way down. See how she walks those huge fangs? One side of her mouth, one row of her teeth and fang, and then the next row of her teeth and fang. These are just such amazing snakes. Alright guys, next up is going to be my male West African Gaboon viper. He's a very light face, but he's got that beautiful dark purplish head. So let's go ahead and feed my male Gaboon viper. And this is actually his last week in this tub. He's going to be moving into an enclosure here next week. And boom, there he goes. That was a little strike, but he got it. So those are my 3 West African Gaboon vipers. He just took his. The first female is already done with hers, flicking her half pink and half black tongue. And then the second female is still cuddling hers. So we will give her a little bit while we feed the other snakes and see if she actually eats it. Alright guys, next up we're going to feed another awesome pair of snakes. This is my pair of Rhino vipers. So my female is up here on this rock. So I'll try to put you guys right here. And see if we can get her eating good. Boom! Just like that. And as you see guys, these Bitis nasicornis, the Rhino vipers, they hang on to the prey and hold it up off the ground just like the West African Gaboon vipers do. And the reason that they do this is, one, it will avoid the prey from being able to kick off the ground and fight back as much. And also, you gotta think, when they grab a hold like that, like I said with the Gaboon, just imagine them squeezing you and just pumping that venom with their long fangs. Because these guys have really big fangs too. Not quite as long as the West African Gaboon vipers, but pretty long. Now let's offer the male one. As you can see, the male's kind of bedded down a little bit. Camouflaged pretty well. Bam! Just like that. Look at how cool these snakes are. That is the female. Just sinking those fangs right in. And there is the male. Alright guys, next up on the list, a couple of my non-venomous snakes. So the first one is a Colombian red-tailed boa. Bella. She is named after, of course, Bela Lugosi.
Oh, it's nothing serious, just a small cut from that paperclip. It's just a scratch.
And she is, like I said, a Colombian red-tailed boa. And I made this enclosure here. Boom! Just like that. That is where they get their names, boa constrictors. They grab a hold, latch those fangs, latch those teeth into the prey, and just pull and wrap. And if you guys haven't seen what the skull and teeth looks like on these boas and pythons, I'll put a picture up here of a boa. This is a red-tailed boa skull and teeth, and this is a reticulated python skull and teeth, and a Burmese python skull and teeth, and then an anaconda skull and teeth. And you'll notice that all these snakes that actually constrict their prey, their teeth are all angled back like a bunch of huge needles. So imagine that just latching onto you, and the harder you pull, the deeper it sinks into your flesh, while they have a chance to wrap a hold of you and just squeeze the life out of you.
It strikes, latching on with 6 rows of teeth, coiling itself around the large rodent. There is no escape. Anacondas don't kill with venom. They are constrictors. They compress the blood flow to their prey's heart, causing cardiac arrest.
That's why a lot of times, sometimes when she grabs it, I'll kind of pull on it a little bit more with the tongs, kind of simulate real life prey. But that's why a lot of people don't like to feed live, including myself. I do it as little as possible because the rat can bite and scratch and cause a lot of damage to these snakes if they're a nice sized rat or mouse. Now here is Casey, my beautiful baby Burmese python. And yes, she's getting big, but she is still a baby. She needs an enclosure upgrade like a month ago, and that is coming. But she knows what time it is. And I actually misted down some of these enclosures earlier because she was getting ready to go into shed, and so was one of the rhinos. So that's why there's a lot of condensation on some of these enclosures. So let's open this up carefully, because she knows it is feeding time. And we will grab Miss Casey here, a rodent. There you go, pretty girl. You want that? Or can I keep it? Can I keep it? No. Good girl. Look at how beautiful these normal Burmese pythons are. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that iridescence, absolutely stunning. Here's a quick clip of that female rhino viper finishing her rodent. Alright guys, so the next snake that we are feeding right here is Georgie. Now Georgie is a mainland reticulated python. Now as we just saw Casey, the Burmese python, she has the potential to get absolutely massive. However, these guys here, the mainland reticulated pythons, are actually the longest snakes in the world. So the mainland reticulated pythons can potentially get even larger than the Burmese pythons. Easy. There you go, bud. Alright guys, now let's go ahead and do another monster snake. Once again, non-venomous. This is the yellow anaconda.
Relish. Mustard too. I want me a yellow dog.
No, we're doing my Johnson first, and let me find some chicks and upgrade their butts. Because baby likes back.
My anaconda don't.
All right, everyone, just stand back.
And of course, he is a baby. And he knows what time it is. Look at that. And he actually spends a majority of his time in his water, underneath this waterfall or in that log. And it is so cool to watch him eat in the water, which is where he normally does eat. He just happened to be on land today. Alright guys, big bag Negan is here ready to go. So let's see if he will actually eat on camera. He never eats on camera. He's always way too focused on trying to end my life. So, let's try to feed the little bugger. See, he got his glass all nasty within the past few days, because I just cleaned all of this. And it looks like he's not going to eat it right now on camera, of course. Like I didn't figure he would. So we will just leave it in there for him. Alright, this black-necked spinning cobra will probably definitely eat. So let's see if we can get him to take it on camera. And it looks like this big boy isn't going to take it right in front of us, but he will definitely eat it. Alright guys, next up is my big Malaysian Monocled cobra that I just got. And she hasn't been eating right in front of me. I've been having to just set it in there and then she will eat it on her own accord. So that definitely looks like what we're going to have to do. Just set it in there and she will eat it. But this is a picture of what she looks like for those of you who don't know. And she will be going in an enclosure here in a few weeks. Listen to her huff and puff. Alright guys, here's a little ball python. We'll see if she eats for us. She probably will not. We'll leave one in here for a little bit with her though if she doesn't. That way if she does decide to eat, she can eat, and then we'll get it out before we go to bed. Alright guys, so this is a black forest cobra. So we have Negan, the West African forest cobra, and then we have the black forest cobra here. And he normally never eats like this. He's another one that I have to lay it down and he will take it here in a few minutes. So we're just going to go ahead and lay that down right there. And for those of you who don't know, this is what he looks like. And as you can see, he peed a little bit earlier today and I didn't clean it up because I figured I'd wait for him to dirty his bin up with the rat and everything and then go ahead and clean it here tomorrow. As you can see, he did decide to come out a little bit. And there he goes. He's grabbing it. And there you go. So little by little, he's starting to take it a little bit more in front of me. Alright, next is going to be a mitt. My gorgeous, but very, very dangerous Egyptian cobra. Look at how stunning she is. Absolute beauty. However, she is also very, very, very ornery and deadly. And Negan is actually down there looking at his mouth, or his rat. Looking like he's about to take it soon. But I know Amit, she will take this. Look at how beautiful she is. Bam! Alright, we're going. You can eat in peace. Alright guys, next up is another non-venomous. So this is Billy. He is a super dwarf reticulated python. So he's kind of like the mainland reticulated python, which is just like a mainland tiger. However, he's a super dwarf, so he will not get as big. Now, he has never ever bitten me, and he is one of the kindest souls you will ever see. But this is a prime example of a feed response. So I tap train my snakes, especially my pythons and boas, to where I open the door and I rub the hook on their head gently, and they know, okay, I'm not going to eat. Because if I don't do that, he knows it's time to eat, or thinks it's time to eat, and this happens.
Hi. You gonna come out? Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well.
Need a hand?
No. I'm gonna have Chris help. Hopefully.
As you can see, he is ready. Normally, he comes shooting out. He's coming for the camera. Bam! Alright, there you go, buddy. Wow! Amit has already got that rat hammered down. Knock this around. Alright guys, next up on the list is Mr. Bundy, and he is an albino monocled cobra, not a leucistic. So the leucistics are actually white with black or blue eyes, and they look like this and this. And the albinos are a yellowish and creamish color that look like Bundy here. Beautiful snakes. Alright guys, next is a monocled cobra named Rick, after Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead.
This is punishment. I'm gonna kill Carl now. I'm gonna make it one nice, hard swing. Try to do it in one because I like him. I just want you to put that in your brain and roll it around for a minute. I'm gonna kill Carl, and then Lucille here, she's gonna take your hands. You can do it right in front of me. You can take my hands. I told you already, I'm gonna kill you. All of you. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow. But nothing is gonna change that. Nothing.
and he's going a little crazy here. So if he does not put himself back in his enclosure, which he probably will, and he did. Since he is so crazy, he might not, oh, there he goes. I was going to say, he might not actually take it, but he did. Now Rick is a monocled cobra, and he looks just normal, but he actually is het for leucistic, meaning that he carries the leucistic gene. So if we pair him right, he can actually have babies that are leucistic. And remember, leucistic was white with black or blue eyes. Alright guys, so this is a baby tiger mainland reticulated python. So he's just like Billy, but only he's a mainland, so he will actually get way bigger than Billy will. Bam! And as you can see, these retics, super dwarfs, dwarfs, and mainlands all have crazy food responses. They do not like to skip meals. Here's a good look at that yellow anaconda right after he ate. These are one of my all-time favorite snakes. Absolutely love yellow and green anacondas. I can't wait to have a pair of both. Alright, next we have an albino western diamondback rattlesnake. Bam! And these rattlesnakes normally like to just tag the prey and venomate it and then let their venom do what it's supposed to do. Alright guys, speaking of rattlesnakes, speaking of western diamondback, we just did that small albino, and now let's do our little boy Bundy here. So he is a normal western diamondback. Bam! And he tagged it and held on to it. Alright guys, next up is Kirby. Now Kirby is another non-venomous snake, and what exactly is Kirby? She is a rainbow boa, and she is actually a Colombian rainbow boa. You see, a lot of people like the Brazilians, and I do too, but I actually really like the Colombian rainbow boas. Now they have a crazy iridescence on them that you're probably not going to be able to see from there, but they are beautiful, and she is actually an awesome snake. I love her to death. Her name is Kirby, and she is a little tyke. She's got a lot of room to grow, and she is just adorable. And you want to talk about a snake that does not skip meals? Now next up is my boy Valak. He is a baby Colombian red-tailed boa also, but his colors are out of this world. Now let's see if Mr. Valak will take a rat. I'm just kidding, I know he'll take a mouse. Bam! Alright guys, up next is the Sidewinder rattlesnake. Boom! No hesitation. Alright guys, up top there is the green mamba, and that's who's next before we move down to the smaller sizes. Now this guy here, he is actually deep in shed. He is about to shed. Like he's already been through the cycle, his eyes are already cleared up, so he may eat, but he's still relatively new and he has not eaten in front of me yet. So he probably will. Oh, it looked like he was going to take it. He definitely wants it. So we'll leave that up there with you, my friend. And as soon as he sheds tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to do a little short video for you guys to see him after he sheds, because he's going to be so cool looking. But yeah, he hasn't taken it yet, but he is definitely going to eat it, you can tell. Alright guys, my new brown forest cobra right here. Dang, he already grabbed a hold of it. I couldn't even get you guys focused on him. He came out of that hide so quick. He was actually going in his hide, and as soon as he smelled that rat, he turned around and hightailed it back out, and BAM! Alright, next we're going to feed my cute little baby boy Q here. Speaking of Q, I can't believe it's been over a year now since I lost my good buddy Q, Quentin. So this is in memory of you, brother. I got this snake. We were talking about getting these snakes, and then literally a few days later, Quentin passed, and then this snake came with my black mamba a couple days later. Captive bred and born banded snouted cobras, not to be confused with banded forest cobras, which I still need to get a pair of. So let's grab a nice size pinky for my boy Q here. And here we go. Look at how cute he is. Bam! Just like that. There he goes, taking it right into his pyramid. Banded snouted Egyptian cobra, right into his pyramid. And speaking of Q and Quentin, this adorable little puff adder that I named Daryl, I actually got him from Quentin back when we both lived in Missouri. We both moved to Pennsylvania about the same time, in the same couple days. And right before we moved to Pennsylvania, I got this baby puff adder when he was a baby. And we were having to force feed him. And now he's eating on his own, but he doesn't normally take it from the tongs like this. You normally have to lay it in here with him for an hour or a half hour. So I normally just put it on his little rock right here, and then it'll be gone as soon as I leave. Alright guys, up next is another one of my favorite snakes of all time. And that would be the infamous black mamba. So this is 6, and he's been getting a lot better with eating on camera. Let's see if he's gonna make me a liar here. Nope. Awesome. Good job, buddy. Good job, buddy. Now I do apologize if I didn't get that very good. I'm trying to film myself. I had somebody that would help film, but I get weary filming venomous stuff. Anything dangerous, I'm very picky about who I let record for me. For good reasons, obviously. But there is the infamous baby black mamba. And as you can see, the inside of his mouth, pitch black. And that is where they get their name, because he is actually a gorgeous slate gray color. Here's a cool picture of him on top of his rock hide. And that picture does not do him justice. You ought to see him as soon as he comes out of shed. Absolutely stunning snake. So they get their name Black Mamba from that pitch black interior of the mouth. Because when they are doing a threat display, when they feel threatened, they're being defensive or offensive, they will actually stand up like a cobra, flatten their neck, and gape their mouth like this. It is so cool. And these snakes here are arguably the most dangerous snakes in the world to work with. In my opinion, they are the most dangerous. And then, bam! Negan has something to say about that, because he is crazy on his days. But these black mambas are just so unpredictable and so lightning fast. They're so quick that they twitch when they move. And the tops of their heads look like coffins, which is so cool, because that just gives you a reminder. They can and will put you in a coffin in a matter of no time. Alright guys, next up is a wrinkle spitting cobra. So this is another spitting cobra. And he is back here in the corner. It's going to be hard for you guys to see him probably. And then my squam that I just shared a video about the other day, I'm just going to put one in there for him because he hasn't been eating on his own. And then the temple viper that everybody loves. Unfortunately, she does not eat tonight, because a lot of people kill these because one reason being they overfeed them, because they are skinny up front and they do not eat often, once every few weeks. And not a huge meal either. Alright guys, so the next snake on the list is Ed. He is one of my black and white spitting cobras. Bam! And he's actually the cobra that actually spit in my eye. So I've never been bitten by a venomous snake, but I have been spit in the eye once, and it was this little guy that got me. So we'll shut that, and then we will feed his lady friend over here, Miss Lorraine. Yes, that's right, Ed and Lorraine. Alright guys, let's see if Miss Lorraine will take it. Yep, absolutely. Alright guys, next up is a baby blood python. Now these blood pythons are really cool. These blood pythons are kind of the Gaboon vipers. Bam! So aggressive when it comes to food. These are kind of like the Gaboon vipers of the python world. I'll show you a picture of these blood pythons when they get bigger. So cool. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I kind of just ran through it. It might have been kind of bland, but I just wanted to go through and get everything done. You guys just saw most of the snakes that we have here at H.H.H. Exotics. Now guys, giveaway time in the next video. So tomorrow night I am going to be doing a video on the new fish that you guys have not seen, and the new fish room tour. And then I have some big news to announce hopefully soon. But for now we're going to do the new fish and the fish room tour, and we are going to, and all in the same video, we're going to do that and feed all the fish, all the crocodiles, alligators, and caiman. All in that video that I'm going to be filming tomorrow, and then you guys will see that here probably within the next 48 hours of seeing this video, or at least the time that this video drops. So thank you guys very much. Make sure you tune into the next video to find out about the giveaway, who won what, and we will continue to do fun stuff like that because I am continuing to grow and grow because of you guys, so I am going to give back to you guys. Eventually we'll start doing cool stuff like snake sheds and these like Gaboon viper fangs in the bottom. We'll do some more customized stuff like that, so it'll be really cool. Lots of exciting stuff to come. Thank you guys so much for all the support. It means the world to me. Please, if you have not already, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and share the heck out of this content if you will. Be on the lookout for that next video because it's going to be very energetic. I'm excited to show you guys some of these new fish and feed the fish for the first time with you, really. It's going to be a good time. So make sure you keep an eye out for that in the next couple days. Peace out guys, have a great day. Make sure you follow your dreams, and like I said, please be sure to hit that thumbs up, notification bell when you subscribe. Thanks guys, have a great one.